Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. It's Miss Morgan, and we're here for our third week of Yoga with Miss Morgan. I would like to start by saying thank you to those who participate. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. So, before we begin, this weekend I started my garden and I went kayaking 2 different times, both on the Dolores River, and it was very exciting. It's really good for my soul. So I'm starting this week off on a positive note due to that. So I'm excited. Online learning is killing my soul a little bit. I don't know if it's killing your soul. Let me know. But it's okay. We have 3 more weeks. We can do it. This yoga that we're doing today is kind of in mind of morning, and it helps kind of gain some energy. And so, yeah, let's get started. So we're going to begin with child's pose, which is a very relaxing pose. So you have two choices when it comes to doing child's pose. You can either have your knees together like this, and you're going to come down and rest your head on the ground. Or you can have your knees a little bit wider if you want. I think it just kind of depends on hip flexibility and what feels better. So let's start here. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. And when we're taking these deep breaths, I want you to keep in mind that you're going to breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Okay, see if you can do that for all 5 breaths. Breathing in through your nose and out through your breath. You got this, just a few more breaths. All right, good job. On your next inhale, bring your hands directly under your shoulders. You're going to push yourself up, and we're going to come into a tabletop position. So that's your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees directly under your hips. Okay, so we're going to do cat-cow, which we've done, I think, in every video thus far. So if you remember, you're going to inhale your chest and your booty up, and then you're going to exhale and try to bring that belly button to your spine. So inhale up, exhale down. Exhale down. All right, we're going to do this about 5 more breaths at your own pace. One more deep breath. And when you're done, come back to tabletop position. And then from here, we're going to go into downward dog. We're going to flip our toes over, lift our knees off the ground, and then come on back. So if you remember from this, you want your armpits to face towards the ground. You want to have as straight of a back as possible, and you can kind of pedal out those legs if you want to. So this is going to give you a little bit of a hamstring stretch. The purpose is you're trying to be able to get your feet to touch the ground. I'm not quite there at the moment. It just depends on the day and the week for me. So this can be a difficult pose, but keep breathing in and out. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. All right, on the inhale, you're going to look up, bend your knees, and you're either going to step or hop to the front of your mat. Keep bent down. Do a nice forward fold. Keep those knees bent as much as you need. We're not in a contest to have flat knees. Keep them bent. We want to be able to have a nice stretch without hurting ourselves. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in and slowly rise up. Inhale your arms to your chest. Good job, guys. Okay, now we're going to do mountain pose. So we're simply just going to take our hands to our side. I'll turn forward. We're going to have our feet. They can be hip width apart. They can be together. Whatever really feels good for you. I kind of like having mine just a little bit less than hip width apart. And from here, what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to do a side bend. So I'm going to pretend like I'm a penguin. Have my hands by my side. I'm going to take a deep breath in. And I'm going to exhale and simply going to come to the side. Pay attention here. Is your shoulder up at your ear? If so, bring it down. Keep taking deep breaths here. On your inhale, bring it up. On your exhale, other side. All right, bring it up on your next inhale. All right, we're going to go to the other side. We can even just do it in a constant motion. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 2 more on each side. Last one. All right, come back up. We're going to inhale our arms up. And we're going to do a back bend. We see we're kind of bringing our back a little bit back. If you want, have your hands in prayer position above your head. And then bring it back. If you kind of see what I'm doing. Don't do this awkward pose I'm doing with my legs. I'm just trying to show you my arms. All right, with that backward pose, release and bring our arms down. Good job. Okay, from here, bring our arms up one more time. Exhale all the way down to a forward fold. Okay, from here we're going to do a little bit of a vinyasa. Not a whole one, but we're going to come up on an inhale to a flat back. Exhaling down. Put your hands flat on the ground. Step back into a plank position. We can either be here or on our knees, whichever works best for you. Okay, so from here we're exhaling our elbows down, our chest to the ground, inhaling chest up. Exhaling down to that downward dog. Okay, again, our armpits are trying to face the ground. We're pedaling it out if we want to. Okay, from here, we're going to inhale our left foot up to the sky. And then we're going to, excuse me, exhale it to our hands. Okay, from here, we're going to be in this low lunge position, but we're going to actually bring our right foot up behind us a little bit more, and we're going to be in a standing position. If you notice, my left foot is completely facing forward. My right foot is facing in the same direction, but it's at a 45-degree angle. Yes, we're bringing school into this. So again, my right foot is at a 45-degree angle. You want your hips facing directly forward. We're going to inhale our arms up. This is called Warrior One pose. So things to keep in mind. There's a lot to keep in mind. You want your left knee to not go over your left ankle. You also want to make sure that your right leg is straight. You want to try to even out the weight in between the two legs. You don't want all the weight to be forward or all of it to be back. Okay, take 2 more deep breaths here. And on your exhale, bring your arms down. All right, we're going to straighten our front leg out. We're going to keep our leg exactly how it is in the back. And what we're going to do is you're going to see my back for a second, but we're going to keep our arms to our side. And what we're going to do, if you look at my left hand, I'm going to move my body over my hip. And I'm going to come down into triangle pose. So my leg is straight. This arm is in the air, my right arm, and then my left arm is making a straight triangle side. Take a deep breath. Exhale, come back up. Good job. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of a balance pose. It's a little bit of a challenge. It's called Warrior 3. We have our left foot here still. Our right foot is behind us. Magical things happening. So what we're going to do is you're simply going to come up on that foot. Do whatever you need to with your arms. Your goal is to make your back as straight as possible. Put your hands down if you need to. We're going to try and stay here for 4 breaths. It's okay if this is hard. It's meant to be hard. Two more. You got this. On your exhale, bring your foot up. Good job. Shake it out if you need to. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so we did our left foot forward first. Now we're going to go to our right. So our right foot is straight in front of us. We're going to take our left foot behind us and do that 45-degree angle with Warrior One, which we did a minute ago. Okay, so again, left foot. Oh my goodness. Right foot is straight. Left foot is behind you at a 45-degree angle. Your knee is bent in the front. It is not going over that right ankle. We're evenly distributing the weight. Our hips are turned straight in front of us, and our arms are up in the air. Now this time I want you to imagine that you are holding a big beach ball. Tense up those muscles. Actually pretend you're holding a ball. Take a deep breath in and out. All right, think about your bottom half. Is your right leg forward? Is your left leg straight back? Are you evenly distributing the weight? Okay, deep breath in. Exhale those arms down. Good job. We're going to straighten that leg out. Take our arms to our side. Move our arms over the right hip. Come down into that triangle pose. So, again, our front leg is straight. Our arm is straight and our left arm is up in the air. We can be looking at our thumb if we want to kind of open that chest. Deep breath in. Exhale. Come up. Okay, so now we're going to do that Warrior Three. Get your right leg ready. You're going to fly. So take a deep breath in. This is balance. It can be difficult, so put your hands on the ground if you need to. Take 3 breaths. All right. Good job, guys. That can be hard. And forgive yourself. It's okay if you fall down and you look like a crazy person doing that. It's part of the process. The more we do it, the more it will become natural for us. Okay, we're almost done. You're doing an awesome job. What we're going to do is we're going to keep our feet about hip width apart. But you want the heels of your feet to be where that hip width length is. So your feet are kind of facing to the corners. And your heels are a little bit more narrow. So from here, you're going to go down into a yoga squat. This may be really hard for you, and that's okay. You may be here or here. Go where you can. During this time, we're going to take deep breaths. If you are lower, you can use your elbows to help utilize an inner thigh stretch. So you can put your hands together, clasp them if you want, and kind of move them out. Okay, so this is a challenge, and the more you do this, the better it is for you and the easier it'll become. So let's see if we can take 5 deep breaths here. And release. Good job, guys. Okay, so I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to keep a flat, straight back throughout all of this. And we're going to keep our legs directly out in front of us. So if that means that we need to bend our knees a little bit in order to ensure a straight back, that's okay. We don't want to sacrifice our posture for our knees being straight. Because if you look, my posture gets a little bit worse. But when my knees are a little bit more bent, it's easier. Okay, take your right leg and you're going to bring it up to your chest. I don't want you to have your knees directly on, or your hands directly on your knees. Have them below. Bring in that foot as much as you can. Now you're going to take your left hand, wrap it around your right knee. Take your right arm and place it behind your back. And we're going to do a nice twist here. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, try to deepen that twist. every exhale, you want to try and deepen the twist a little more. All right, on your next inhale, twist back and release. Good job. Bring that right leg forward, left foot up. Remember, we're keeping a nice straight back. We're not putting our hands directly on our knees. We're putting them below, and we're bringing it up. Okay, we're going to take our right arm this time, wrap it around our left knee, take our left arm behind us, and twist. So we're going to inhale, and on our exhale, we're going to try and deepen that twist a little more. All right, next inhale, bring it forward. And we're not just going to like crazy release fast. We're going to twist first back to center, then release our hand, our other hand, bring our leg down. And now we're to our favorite part. We're going to do our final resting pose. And so we're going to lay on our backs or whatever is comfortable for you. We're probably going to do about 2 minutes or more or less. And I want you to take this time to really focus on your breathing. And I know that it's really easy to go ahead and get into it while I'm blabbing. It's really easy to focus your mind on what you need to do. You might be like, well, this is not what I want to do at all right now, Miss Morgan. This sounds terrible. I challenge yourself to sit here for a little bit. When your mind wanders, I want you to come back to your breathing, maybe imagining that blue dust coming up from your feet on the inhale. Being replaced with gold dust on the way back out of your body. If your mind is wandering, gently bring it back. Forgive yourself. Come back to your breathing. Gently bring yourself back to the breath if your mind is wandering. We're almost there. Good job, guys. Alright, I want you to slowly begin wiggling your toes and your fingers, bringing you back to this space in the present moment. When you're ready, you're going to turn to your side. Put your hands under your head like a sleeping baby. Then you're going to lift yourself all the way up into a seated position. Good job, guys. I hope that this has been an enjoyable yoga session for you and that maybe you feel relaxed or energized. Either way, I hope that you have a really great week. Don't forget, if you like the video, comment on the video, send me a picture of your yoga space and tell me what you could use, what could help make your space a little bit better. As you can see, I don't have a yoga mat, so that could definitely improve my yoga space. And my mother is a large advocate for me to get new yoga pants. So anyways, that's what I could use. Thank you for joining. We're going to end our practice as we always do. Either you can have your pointer finger, your thumb come together, palms up on the knees, prayer position, or we can even use our two thumbs in between our eyes, the third eye. The light that shines within me shines within you. Namaste. Thank you guys. See ya.